Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Area 1 Texas Conservation Awards program, honoring the outstanding performance of individuals and groups for 2018. Prior to beginning tonight's program, let us take a moment to say a special thank you to all the soil and water conservation districts in Area 1 that make this program possible. Those providing the leadership for this year's program are Rex Isom, Executive Director of the Texas State Soil and Water Conservation Board, Scott Buckles, member and Area 1 representative of the Texas State Soil and Water Conservation Board, Ricky James, a member of the Association of Texas State Soil and Water Conservation Districts Board as immediate past president, Bill Gray, a member of the Association of Texas State Soil and Water Board, Katie Jo Day, president of South Plains Association of Soil and Water Conservation Districts, Kay Duke, president of the Panhandle Association of Soil and Water Conservation Districts, Glenn Lyon, a member of the Texas Conservation Association for Water and Soil Board as past president, and Austin McCaslin, a member of Texas Conservation Association for Water and Soil. Tonight we will honor those who have been selected by their local soil and water conservation district. The following individuals have demonstrated exceptional leadership and have made special contributions to the conservation of soil, water, and related renewable resources within their local district. We will now pause to recognize our poster and essay winners so they can head home if they need to go to school tomorrow. Essay Contest, Junior Division, ages 13 and under. First, Wyatt Anderson, Hartley County Soil and Water Conservation District, number 152, Hartley County. Second, Tabor Christianelli, Lower Peace River Soil and Water Conservation District, 162, Hardman County. Third, Morgan Clift, Sherman County Soil and Water Conservation District, 159, Sherman County. Essay Contest Senior Division, ages 14 to 18. First, Lindy Miller, Caprock County Soil and Water Conservation District, 126, Briscoe County. Second, Cassidy Joe Lane, Rio Blanco Soil and Water Conservation District, 107, Crosby County. Third, Peyton Tolbert, Lamb County Soil and Water Conservation District, 130, Lamb County. Poster Contest. First, Jeremiah Mendoza, Hockley County Soil and Water Conservation District, 129, Hockley County. Second, Natalie Hernandez, Ochiltree Soil and Water Conservation District, 142, Ochiltree County. Third, Kylie Weiser, Duck Creek Soil and Water Conservation District, 169, Dickens County. We will now pause to award plaques to the above individuals. The Toole Creek Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to present this year's 2018 Friend of Conservation Award to Michael Clausen. Michael started his career in Liberty County as an agricultural extension agent. Michael has since moved to Swisher County as the Agriculture Extension Administrator out of Lubbock, covering 20 counties in the South Texas Plains. He has provided years of support for the Soil and Water Conservation District through his tenure. Over Michael's 27 years of serving with the Extension Agency, he has helped partner with the Soil and Water Conservation Districts promoting conservation educational programs by working closely with the Soil and Water Conservation District directors. Programs focusing on efficient irrigation technology, soil erosion reduction measures, and the benefits of cover crops. He has educated local producers on these technologies, as well as providing continuous education. Michael always takes the opportunity to promote or partner with the local Soil and Water Conservation District to assist in all areas of need. Not only has Michael provided support to the Soil and Water Conservation District throughout his service with the Agricultural Extension Agency, he is also an avid volunteer with the local 4-H youth. Michael started out helping the youth of Swisher County as a local county extension agent, teaching and assisting 4-H students at the local show barn to help at the major shows. Michael has not hesitated to help all involved. He has served as market steer superintendent for Sandhills Livestock Show and Rodeo, and has served as assistant superintendent for the junior breeding gilt show for the San Antonio Livestock Show and Rodeo. On a local level, Michael is currently a 4-H adult leader for Swisher County and is also a certified archery instructor. He works with the youth of Tulia to complete and perform at the 4-H shooting and archery sports events. He works with the Soil and Water Conservation District to partner for funds to support these activities for the local youth. This includes sponsoring students to the Youth Range Workshop in Junction, Texas, Texas Brigade Camps, and providing supplies for the 4-H shooting sports. He works with the Soil and Water Conservation District to partner for funds and support these activities for the local youth. Michael is married to Shantae Clausen, and they have 3 children. Heston, who is also a county extension agent, Holland, who currently attends Howard Junior College, and Chambry, who is in the 8th grade. Michael and his family are also members of the First Baptist Church, where he teaches junior high boys and serves on many of the church's committees. Because of his commitment to teaching, volunteering, and being an agriculture leader, the Toole Creek Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to have Michael Clausen as this year's 2018 Friend of Conservation. Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District presents Beverly Wall for Friend of Conservation. Beverly is a lifelong resident of Plainview, Texas. She graduated from Plainview and went on to attend and graduate from Texas Tech University in 1980 in animal production. Beverly and her husband Bert have 2 sons. They are owners of Wallstock Farms. She attends the Lutheran Church and is involved with Sunday school and currently working with the Cristo El Salvador Mission Church in Del Rio, Texas. Beverly is a 30-year volunteer with Hale County 4-H, 3 years as Plainview 4-H Club Manager, 12 years as Plainview 4-H Clover Kids Club Manager, 2 years as the Adult Leaders Association and Hale County Delegate, and served as Vice President, Secretary-Treasurer for Adult Leadership Association. She volunteers for RSVP, Snack Pack for Kids, Shoebox Christmas, and sponsors PCA Elementary Reading Awards. Beverly goes above and beyond for involvement in the community and Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District. She has worked hand in hand with the district for over 20 years. As a junior master gardener, she has completed the Hale County Master Gardener Training and continues to teach the curriculum to 4-H kids of all ages and to Plainview Christian Academy. Beverly has written grants for the Junior Master Gardener program. She's also volunteered for the Farm Safety for Just Kids. Beverly has developed a good relationship with Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District and continues to inquire about the conservation material and natural resource management, such as a poster and essay contest, windbreak trees giveaway for 4-H and Plainview Christian Academy. As an ag teacher at Plainview Christian Academy, Beverly took the ag class on monthly field trips. The field trips would often coincide with local district programs, promoting Conservation Awards program, local and district educational programs affiliated with Soil and Water Conservation District. In 1997, Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District started donating 200 windbreak trees to Hale County 4-H Nation for the Tree Giveaway Project. Beverly provides Conservation Award Program essay and poster contest information to Plainview Christian Academy and Texas AgriLife, promoting the Conservation Awards Program theme for that year. She provides teachers and 4-H leaders conservation material that will be incorporated into the classroom curriculum. Beverly taught in Junior Master Gardener that promotes natural conservation management and the importance of conservation. Some of the things she taught was importance and uses of plants, soil color, texture and structure, land use sustainability, insect basics, landscape design process, planting and gardening, windbreak tree design. She also led trips to South Plains Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, water treatment plants, water reclamation plants, and a recycling center, and also planted flowering shrubs and plants at Plainview Community Garden and cleaned the hike and bike trail, which follows along the Running Water Draw. Beverly also coached the Grass ID team. Beverly is passionate and shares her love of the land and conserving our natural resources with the people she is around. She has taken advantage of the opportunities provided to her through Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District. She promotes soil and water and natural resource management with the conservation material and the Windbreak Tree Program with the community, Hale County 4-H, and Keep Plainview Beautiful. This is our friend of conservation. Cochran Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to present Loy Williams as their 2018 Wildlife Conservationist. Loy and his wife Trina have been married for 6 years. They have 5 children and 8 grandchildren. Loy has been farming and ranching since 1984. He and Trina are very passionate about maintaining a good source of food and water for our local wildlife. They have planted food plots, trees that they have purchased from their local soil and water conservation office, and built a pond. They also put out feed year-round for the deer, but other wildlife also enjoy these resources. Loy and his family's cattle operation consists of about 200 head of cattle. They have 4,500 acres of pasture. Solar pumps have been implemented at the pasture for their water supply, which benefits all wildlife. Loy and Trina have 1,500 acres of cropland. Loy also has farming interests with his brothers and mother. They grow cotton, peanuts, milo, sunflowers, and wheat. They also strive to implement conservation practice to their farming operation. They rotate their crops, which helps with soil erosion. Within the rotation, they plant improved grasses so the cattle can graze. Also, by planting these grasses, they are helping to improve the soil due to no chemical application. All of the irrigation systems are low-energy system application. Water and land are precious resources, and everyone must do their part in conserving these for our future generations to come. Because of Loy's commitment to the conservation of wildlife, Cochrane Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to have Loy Williams represent them as wildlife conservationist. Because of Brandon's commitment to the conservation of wildlife and the natural resources necessary for their survival, Blackwater Valley Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to name Brandon Duber as their 2018 Wildlife Conservationist. Brandon believes the biggest challenge facing farmers and ranchers today is a high price to acquire land. He sees agriculture advancing in the future by being able to produce more product and higher quality with fewer expenses. For example, using the genetic technology available today produces more energy-efficient cattle from birth throughout the cycle. Brandon conducts quail call counts in June and September. This helps to determine current quail population in response to habitat conditions. Brandon has implemented game cameras on the fenced-off wildlife areas to monitor wildlife usage. Images of wildlife captured include quail, deer, bobcats, badgers, birds of prey, and coyotes. Brandon implements rotational grazing, has established multiple grazing cages on key sites, and stocks apical animal units according to current conditions. Brandon supports and believes that wildlife preservation is an important part of responsible farming and ranching. Brandon believes that protecting our wildlife works hand in hand with agriculture. By providing safe access to water and food areas, we help to ensure the future existence of this symbiotic relationship. Brandon was born and raised in Morton, Texas on a cotton farm. Brandon became interested in agriculture as a young boy helping on his family farm and showing steers. He was actively involved in FFA throughout high school. Out of high school, Brandon day worked and managed ranches in eastern New Mexico and West Texas. In 2011, Brandon and his family moved to Rogers, New Mexico to run the family ranch, which also extends to Bailey County, Texas. With the help of the Equip Prairie Chicken Initiative, Brandon has installed 4 wildlife guzzlers. Brandon fences off his guzzlers so that they are only accessible to wildlife. The overflows promote easy access to freestanding water and bugging areas that typically are created when livestock are excluded from this area. Brandon has placed fence markers on fences around his wildlife-friendly area as well as his guzzlers. The purpose of the fence markers is to prevent mortality fence collisions involving upland birds. Brandon has been married to Julie for 13 years, and they have 3 children, Zach, Colton, and Kinley. Zach shows heifers and steers at the county and state level. The twins, Colton and Kinley, love to help around the ranch checking water and feeding cattle. The Blackwater Valley Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to introduce Brandon Duber as our wildlife conservationist for 2018. Cochrane Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to present Daniel Contreras as our 2018 conservation teacher. Daniel and his wife Nora have been married for 37 years. They have 2 children, Samantha and Eric, who are both married and have children. Mr. Contreras has 5 grandchildren from the ages of 5 through 18. Daniel graduated from Levelland High School and continued his education at South Plains College and then Lubbock Christian University, where he earned his bachelor's in interdisciplinary studies in December of 1998. He has taught school for 20 years. Through Daniel's hard work and support of Morton Elementary, Fifth graders have participated in playa lake festivals. Playas are shallow, seasonal wetlands that lie in the lowest point of a closed watershed. Their basins are lined with clay soil, which collect and hold water from rainfall and runoff events. By teaching students that playas are the center of biodiversity on the plains, the students learn that 200 species of birds and other wildlife depend on the playas. Daniel is also teaching that playas are the primary source of recharge for the Ogallala Aquifer. By educating local fifth graders on the importance of this locally threatened habitat, Daniel is encouraging conservation beginning with the younger generation. At Playa Day, biologists speak with students to form a bond between students and the conservation scientist. The partnership with AgriLife Extension, Texas Parks and Wildlife, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Dr. Galen of Texas Tech University Agricultural Department, Ogallala Commons, NRCS, Cochran County Soil and Water Conservation District provide many expert mentors for the students. Because of Daniel's commitment to conservation and the education of his students, Cochran Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to have Daniel Contreras represent them as conservation teacher. Terry County Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to nominate Tammy Bell as conservation teacher. Tammy graduated from Sands High School in Ackerley, Texas. She grew up on a farm where her dad was a cotton farmer and her mom was a housewife. She went to South Plains College and Lubbock Christian University. She began her teaching career in 1984. Next to God, Tammy's family is the center of her world. Her husband and children have never complained about the hours she has worked at home doing schoolwork. They have helped her build teepees, change calendars, cut out laminating, colored things, and helped to file paper, as well as many more mundane activities for her. Tammy feels it is important for children to learn about conservation so that future generations might enjoy the earth as we know it. One of Tammy's methods or ideas in class that she shows respect and fairness to every student equally, they will respect and work for you. Tammy said that she thinks about the future of her students having an opportunity to go after and achieve their goals in life. If she can make a difference in the life of even one child, then she has influenced the future. Tammy was told that her students love and respect her. They think she is a great teacher. She was asked, "Why do you think they say that?" Tammy responded that she hopes it's because they know that I love them and respect them. It's very rewarding when previous students come by and give her a hug and ask how she's doing. Her hope is that her students will grow up to be productive citizens and role models for those around them. Tammy is always eager to bring her classes to the birds, bugs, and buffalo. Her classes participated in the poster contest for several years. This year, she brought her class out to the farm tour for kids. She said it was an awesome program. The students visited a farm that has a water catchment on their barn and ranch where they got to firsthand see about calving, the difference between beef cattle and a milk cow. She participated with Terry Soil and Water Conservation District with gallon jars of Playa Lake soil and water to see it grow into a whole new world of plants. The students learned how important Playa Lakes were to the Ogallala. They have learned about conserving water and soil and the many programs that Terry Soil and Water Conservation District has provided for all the Terry County 5th grade students. Tammy's principal, Dennis Berger, was asked what stands out about Tammy. He said that Miss Bell is unique and that she is able to speak the language of her students. Using examples that they can clearly understand, she helps them become better scholars in both elementary science and social studies. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to have Mrs. Bell as conservation teacher. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to nominate Ricky Day Ranch as a conservation rancher. It all started with a handshake back in a not-so-far-away time when your word and promise of hard work and glory to God was enough. 18-year-old Ricky Day walked into a banker's office with only his beat-up ranch truck as collateral. He wanted a few acres of his own to run his cows, and as he looked into Mr. Spire's eyes, the banker saw that fire, that dream, and determination to achieve it, and he signed off. He shook Ricky's hand and said, "Son, I believe in you," and so it began. In the almost 50 years since that handshake, Day Ranch has grown into a 20,000-acre show cattle and quarter-horse operation that no doubt that old banker would consider a wise investment. Conservation has always been a priority for Ricky Day. Row crop farming in his early years instilled not only a desire but a need for it. Implementing those programs on his native grasslands was instinctual. As his cattle and horses take priority, he understands what benefits the wildlife play as well. I feel like God put me on this earth to protect what he made. It was perfect when he built it, and anywhere it isn't anymore is because of what man has done. I think he smiles down when he sees us try to protect and restore what he created, a perfect heaven on earth for his creations. Ricky has utilized the Environmental Quality Initiatives program through the local Natural Resources Conservation Office to address multiple resource concerns and make improvements on his ranch. Ricky has installed multiple new water facilities and wildlife escape ramps across his operation to provide access to water for livestock and wildlife. Not only does this water development bring reliable, clean sources of water for livestock to Ricky's operation, but has improved his pasture condition by allowing for more rotation and better grazing distribution. Ricky has used Equip to implement brush management, also improving pasture condition while improving wildlife habitat. The Day Ranch is a rare combination of traditional ranch life and cutting-edge technology. All cow work is done horseback on Ricky's decorated quarter horses. Many AQA top runners in the ranch sorting arena grace its pastures. Ricky and his family enjoy this cow horse competition, and his horses and heirs compete well. His 10-year-old grandson Ryder most recently earned state champion honors, and his son Rusty is a 3-time world champion. It's a sport anyone can win, and you can win with anybody, says Ricky. I can ride with my family on horses I've raised and trained. It doesn't get better than that. It may have the appearance of the old-fashioned way, but you look past the hot irons and lariats to see how implementation of cutting-edge technology has been adopted on the Day Ranch. Embryo technology, including in vitro fertilization, has provided for concentrated genetics, and several cloned cows and bulls stroll the pastures in Meadow, Texas. It gives us the opportunity to increase the numbers of mating we know are now proven, making those cattle more marketable, Day says. And in a competitive niche market like the show cattle business, marketability is a key factor. Water facilities accommodate all species of wildlife, and Ricky has utilized NRCS programs to lay pipelines, purchase pumps, and build water housing tanks that allow for availability even in the toughest droughts. Ricky Day is a true inspiration for any generation of ranchers, and meeting him is both a glimpse into the history of the working cowboy and the promise of adapting technologies and methods that make the way of life sustainable. There is a bright future for the Day Ranch, with steadfast roots and wisdom in place to guide future generations. Congratulations to Ricky Day, Conservation Rancher. The King Soil and Water Conservation District has selected the Pitchfork Ranch, Pitchfork Land and Cattle Company, as a 2018 Conservation Rancher of the Year. The Pitchfork Ranch is a truly historic ranch, having been established in 1883. It currently operates nearly 165,000 contiguous acres in King and Dickens counties, with other operations in Knox County and Oklahoma. The ranch has remained a continuous operation primarily under one family and is now larger today than it has ever been. While cattle are still worked by traditional means, the ranch also utilizes progressive and modern methods and certifications to ensure they deliver the highest quality beef. Cattle is not the only livestock the ranch is well known for. The iconic Pitchfork Gray has carried a long tradition on high quality and versatility, being tried and proven in the pasture, rodeo arena, polo fields, and performance areas all over the world. The ranch's remuda consists of over 50 brood mares, 70 saddle horses, and 5 stallions. Horses are primarily raised for ranch use, but are sold selectively. As with many Texas ranches today, wildlife management and recreational hunting is a large aspect of the overall ranch operations. The Pitchfork is no different, offering hunts for a number of species of wildlife, including white-tailed deer, mule deer, quail, dove, turkey, geese, wild hog, and varmints. Management for wildlife is achieved primarily through planned habitat improvements to enhance diversity and supplemental feeding, and selective harvesting with detailed record keeping to ensure the quality and quantity of wildlife from year to year. In addition to being a cooperator with the King Soil and Water Conservation District and working with the Guthrie NRCS, the ranch also partners with other conservation groups. The Pitchfork serves as an anchor ranch with the Quail Tech Alliance. Anchor ranches provide a site for research and data collection focused on better understanding to many factors that influence native quail populations in an effort to stem the decline of quail in Texas. In 2014, after several tough years of drought and wildfire, the Pitchfork's current ranch manager, Brooke Hodges, sought to expand and improve the management strategies they already had in place. With assistance from Guthrie NRCS, District Conservationist Michael Wilson, the two developed maps, located key ranch infrastructure, designated key grazing areas, determined conservation management goals and objectives, and developed a long-term plan to reach those goals and objectives. In order to develop that plan in late 2014, over a 2-week period, more than 24 NRCS conservationists from around the area insisted in conducting a resource inventory of the expansive ranch. The inventory was a multi-part process. The first consisted of collecting some 200-plus forage clippings and dozens of brush transects at predetermined sites to evaluate the accessibility, quantity, and quality of forage available for livestock and wildlife. The next phase was to inventory the water resources located on the ranch. This includes dirt tanks, troughs, wells, and windmills, solar and electric pumps. All dependable sources were marked by GPS and measured to determine the gallons available at the locations. This data was later placed on maps to determine overall water distribution in terms of distance from source. This information aids in grazing utilization and management decisions, which are vital to meeting the ranch's conservation goals and objectives. All of the data collected was compiled into a conservation plan that was presented to the ranch to give them an added tool to make more sound conservation management decisions with greater accuracy. Yearly updates and adjustments are made to the plan as needed, based on key factors such as rainfall and short-term goals. As part of continuing management, grazing enclosure was installed at more than a dozen locations across the ranch. They allow ranch staff a quick visual assessment of the forage utilization of an area at any given time. The enclosures are also monitored annually by Matt Kaufman, NRCS GLC grazing specialist, and local NRCS staff to determine yearly forage availability, utilization, and plant diversity trends. As an added partner benefit, they serve as a tool for training new NRCS employees in data collection and evaluation, plant identification, and conservation planning. As part of conservation plans, native seed mixes were developed with NRCS assistance for lands that were previously planted in wheat. Wheat production for grazing is a common practice for the area, but is often marginal at best due to lack of rains during key growing times. To improve their overall grazing plan and reduce soil erosion on these fields, seeds were acquired through the King Soil and Water Conservation District and planted on some 3,000-plus acres. The King Soil and Water Conservation District is proud of the partnerships that have been built and honored to recognize the Pitchfork Ranch, Pitchfork Land and Cattle Company, for their outstanding stewardship and continued dedication in the conservation of our natural resources. The Lubbock County Soil and Water Conservation District is pleased to present Wayne Schilling & Sons as their 2018 Conservation Farmer of the Year. The Schillings have become leaders in conserving soil on their cotton farm in Lubbock and Linn counties of West Texas. They have worked with NRCS for conservation planning and been cooperators since 1979. They especially have had unique challenges in the farm ground located within Loop 289, as the soil is shallow, in some places as much as 6 inches. Wayne Schilling and his wife Mary started a compost company in 1979 in a time, as Mr. Schilling says, before compost was cool. It was through this company he and his sons, Alan, Greg, and BJ, began to realize they could implement non-conventional methods and reap great benefits in conservation water and soil. By planting in 30-row patterns and utilizing the 50-inch banks, the Schillings set aside 6 rows to grow wheat for a cover crop. This allows the buildup of organic matter and protects the land. In the early days, the Schillings listed in Sandfort Daily because of a nearby neighborhood. Because of the unique aspects of this farm being just off Loop 289, it was visible to traffic and close to neighborhoods. Therefore, the Schillings decided to go a more non-conventional route and conserve not only water, but build up the soil content because of the very shallow soil. The Schillings moved to spreading compost as quickly as possible after harvesting, sprayed biological inoculants for soil health purposes, and sowed wheat right behind it. Stalks are left standing throughout the winter to collect as much snow, ice, and rain as possible, and also to provide cover as the wheat establishes. The Shillings say if they get a good stand, they cut stalks in the springtime. After that, the wheat is terminated and cotton is planted. Hesitations were typical going this route, fearing rain would wash off farming flat without diked beds and the wheat would pull moisture. After several years of this practice, there has been a marked decrease in runoff, and shade provided by the stubble retains moisture needed by the wheat. A side benefit of this farm practice is there has been a marked improvement in regards to soil health. Biological products are added to the ground throughout the year to improve beneficial populations to assist in this ongoing process. This, along with farming practices, have made a great difference in wilt problems and yields continue to improve along with better and healthier soil. The Shillings are advocate believers in applying compost to the soil microbes which help to build up the soil. The Shillings recognize by increasing organic matter, they are improving the health of the soil, saving money by reducing input costs and reducing the potential loss of valuable topsoil from wind erosion well known to West Texas. Each year presents its own set of challenges. In the past 5 years, the Shillings have been faced with low cotton prices and drought conditions. They are hopeful the farms average an estimated 1.5 to 2 bales per acre this year on their dryland fields. Wayne Shilling and his sons value greatly having been reared on a farm and that cotton contributes to clothing to Americans, but also the cattle industry. The Shillings also raise cattle. Our whole family has been involved in conservation, and we just wanted to carry on the tradition. Congratulations to Wayne Shilling and Sons, Conservation Farmer of the Year. Hale County Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to present R.N. Hopper as a Conservation Farmer 2018. He is currently implementing management practices that promote conservation of our natural resources. R.N. is a continuous no-till farmer from Petersburg, Texas. He and his wife, Lindy, live on the farm with their 3 children and grow corn, cotton, wheat, and sunflowers. R.N. has hosted 4 annual field days to promote soil health and conservation, and most recently has become one of the founders and current president of the No-Till Texas organization, whose focus is to increase awareness of soil health issues and to establish a network of producers helping each other implement soil conservation practices. RN has cooperated with the NRCS since 2014 to study the best implementation of mixed species cover crops in the semi-arid climate of the South Plains. RN's current rotation consists of 1/3 each corn, wheat, and cotton on the 2,500 acres of irrigated land. The dryland rotation is half wheat and half cotton on 1,100 acres of dry land with no fallow period. His no-till cropping systems have also been the basis of a long-term research project funded by Cotton Incorporated and managed by the Department of Environmental Sciences at Texas Tech University to quantify the effects of no-till and crop rotation on soil microbial populations, carbon levels, water infiltration, fertility, and general soil health. In addition to being named Hale County's Outstanding Conservation Farmer for 2018, he and his father were recognized by the Cotton Foundation and Farm Press for their conservation efforts with the 2015 High Cotton Award and also by the Water Conservation Advisory Council with the 2017 Blue Legacy Award. Mr. Hopper is a graduate of Texas Tech University, a longtime cooperator on the Texas Alliance for Water Conservation Project, a past president of the Floyd County Farm Bureau, current member of the Texas Tech College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources Alumni Advisory Board, and a full-time conservationist. Congratulations to R.N. Hopper, Conservation Farmer of the Year. The Lynn County Soil and Water Conservation District was organized January 27, 1942. Currently, the Soil and Water Conservation District directors consist of Leland White, Vice Chairman, C. Todd Lockaby, Chairman, Randy Cook, Secretary-Treasurer, and Kent Kyle and Ray Mason, members. Helen Saldana, District Secretary, has been assisting the district in carrying out their activities for the past 34 years. The Lynn County Soil and Water Conservation District had a very active and outstanding year in 2017 in promoting conservation of our natural resources and teaching conservation. The success of the district is based on an aggressive public outreach system utilizing the locally led conservation process. In developing its annual plan of operations, the district involves agencies, organizations, and individuals such as the county judge, commissioner's court, county executive director, FSA's county office committee, and the county agent. The district observes Soil Stewardship Week by meeting with the county judge and commissioners and signing the proclamation. Litanies are provided to the local churches and educational materials are distributed to the 4 schools in the county. The directors also meet with the court to report on their annual activities and thank them for their annual donation. The district publishes 3 quarterly newsletters and an annual report that is mailed to approximately 1,000 local and area producers, businesses, congressmen, and representatives. The district sponsors an annual poster contest each year for students in kindergarten through 6th grade and an essay contest for students in the 7th through 12th grades. In preparation for the poster contest, a diverse education program is carried out by the district secretary to students in the 4 schools in the county. Slide presentations and field trips are conducted to educate the students and faculty on what practices can be implemented to conserve our natural resources. In 2017, the district received 533 poster entries from the local schools. Themes and information on the essay contest were provided to teachers in order to assist their students with writing their essays. With approximately 100 persons in attendance, the district held its 36th annual Soil and Water Conservation District Awards banquet in April 2017. They honored and presented plaques to the Linn County Outstanding Conservation Farmer, outstanding FFA students for the 4 schools in the county, Linn County's outstanding 4-H student, first place poster contest winners in grades kindergarten through 6th, and the first place essay contest winners in grades 7th through 12th. To enhance our educational and informational programs, the district installed an outdoor learning center adjoining to the USDA Service Center. The center consists of various species of hardwood and windbreak trees that the Soil and Water Conservation District sells to producers for the use of windbreaks. The district assists cooperators with windbreak trees and wildlife tree plantings, and also assists local and county organizations with the planting of windbreak trees in their schools, city parks, and cemeteries. The Learning Center consists of 18 different species of grasses used on CRP land and several species of native plants and wildlife that add beauty to the Learning Center. The district secretary conducts tours of the center to students, faculty, civic organizations, and individuals in the community interested in learning about trees, plants, and different types of grasses. The Outdoor Learning Center is also utilized for the training of new NRCS employees. In 2010, the Learning Center was modified to include a People's Garden for the community. The directors, secretary, NRCS staff, and FSA staff worked together with community individuals and gathered materials needed to build the raised garden. Vegetables planted were zucchini, yellow, butter and acorn squash, jalapenos, bell and banana peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, and cantaloupes. The garden also included native grasses and pollinator plants and bushes. Most of the vegetables were donated to senior citizens, churches, and other needy people in the community. In 2012, the People's Garden was doubled in size by adding another raised garden. The Soil and Water Conservation District, along with the AgriLife Extension Service and the Natural Resources Conservation Service, co-sponsors the annual Linn County Farm Tour. The tour is rotated between the 5 zones of the county to show producers the diversified conservation practices that are implemented in the county. In 2017, producers obtained information on harvest aids, weed control, cotton production, irrigation systems, and the EQIP and CSP programs. At the conclusion of the tour, a meal was served to approximately 100 farmers, ranchers, and agribusiness men and women. The district presented plaques to the Outstanding Farmer and the Outstanding Young Farmer of the Year. Door prizes were given and contest winners were announced. The Soil and Water Conservation District Directors, District Secretary, and District Conservationists attended 2 South Plains Association meetings in Lubbock. District Directors, spouses, District Secretary, and District Conservationists attended the Area 1 Awards banquet in Plainview. Travis Myers, Linn County's Outstanding Conservation Farmer Rancher, was recognized at the banquet as Area 1 Outstanding Conservation Farmer and presented with a plaque at the banquet. The Linn County Soil and Water Conservation District was recognized and presented with a plaque at the 77th Annual State Meeting in the Moody Gardens Hotel at Galveston for 75 years of public service for assisting farmers and ranchers in addressing their soil and water conservation needs. The USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service, in conjunction with the Linn County Soil and Water Conservation District, took part in soil stewardship activities. Matt Dorsett, District Conservationist and Soil and Water Conservation District Administrative Assistant, Helen Saldana, illustrated the effects of water erosion and runoff using a rainfall simulator on agricultural lands. The illustration was held at New Home Elementary and provided 5th grade students the opportunity to see firsthand agriculture in action. Students were shown different ways that erosion and runoff can be minimized to protect our soil and water resources. Conservation cover, contour farming, and terracing were some of the conservation practices discussed. Students also learned where water for irrigation comes from for our crops on the high plains and the importance of conserving our resources for future generations. Tahoka NRCS and Linn County Soil and Water Conservation District personnel offered local producers assistance in acquiring and distributing salt cedar leaf beetles in Linn County during the summer of 2010. These beetles are being utilized to combat the salt cedar invasion throughout Texas. The USDA Agriculture Research Service collected leaf beetles periodically throughout the summer months in nearby Howard County and shipped thousands of beetles to participating counties for distribution in highly salt cedar impacted areas. Soil and Water Conservation District Administrative Assistant Helen Saldana was instrumental in this process and provided landowners with the necessary tools and equipment needed for establishment. Large enclosed tents and insecticide were made available for purchase through the Soil and Water Conservation District to protect the beetles during their first weeks at release sites. Through the joint efforts of the NRCS and Soil and Water Conservation District, successful new colonies were recognized in Linn County and other areas of the South Plains. During 2017, salt cedar leaf beetle populations increased and dispersed at many locations across the county, and more salt cedar trees were defoliated than ever before. The EQIP and Senate Bill 503 program are voluntary conservation programs that support production agriculture and environmental quality as compatible goals. Through these two programs, farmers and ranchers may receive cost share and/or initiative payments for technical insurance to install structural and management conservation practices on agricultural land. These programs are designed to address both locally identified resource concerns and state priorities. The Linn County Soil and Water Conservation District has led the effort in soil and water conservation by providing technical assistance to farmers and ranchers for the past 75 years. By helping put conservation on the ground and providing public outreach to the community, Linn County's Soil and Water Conservation District puts a local and locally led conservation. In the future, the district will continue to provide educational programs to schools, civic clubs, ag groups, the public and persons in the community interested in learning about trees, plants, grasses, and ag programs. Congratulations to Outstanding Conservation District runner-up, Linn County Soil and Water Conservation District. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District has been around since the 1940s. The district actually started out as the Cochran-Yoakum Terry Soil Conservation District. It was in 1940 the landowners of Cochran, Yoakum, and Terry counties realized the fertility of the soil and loss of water in this area was being rapidly depleted, and that erosion by wind and water was a program that must be dealt with. The landowners of the three counties form the Cochran, Yoakum, and Terry Soil Conservation District. There is a lot of land in the three counties, and the three county district directors realized that they could cover the land if they could concentrate just on their county. In 1952, the landowners of the three county areas got together and realized that problems could be more efficiently handled if the three counties were dissolved and three new separate districts organized. In 1952, the landowners of the three county areas got together and realized that the problems could be more efficiently handled if the three counties were dissolved and three new separate districts organized. Public hearings were held on September 30th, 1952, and October 1st, 1952. At these meetings, it was agreed to organize the three new districts. In February of 1953, Terry Soil and Water Conservation District 151 was organized. Local farmers, ranchers, and the Terry Soil and Water Conservation District worked together to control wind and water erosion by the use of cover crops, crop rotation, crop residue management, and some conservation irrigation work. Today, Terry Soil and Water Conservation District is a self-governed subdivision of the state of Texas. The Terry Soil and Water Conservation District concentrates the authority in the local community and exercises it by democratic methods through 5 directors who are elected public officials by the landowners from within the district and serves without pay. So here we are in 2018, 78 years the district has had their doors open to serve the local farmers and ranchers in Terry County with technical and financial programs. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District is in Terry County, 39 miles southwest of Lubbock County. The Terry Soil and Water Conservation District Board is Katie Day, Chairman, Geoff Cooper, Vice Chairman, Nick Seaton, Secretary-Treasurer, and Glenn Martin, Member. Perry Brewer, former member, just resigned to move to the Plainview area. Jackie Pate, the district clerk, has been with the Terry Soil and Water Conservation District for 11 years. The Terry Soil and Water Conservation District was the first district to use iPads at their board meeting. The district has a webpage and a Facebook page. We start the 2018 year off with a 2 farm tour for kids for 5th graders in September and then a second tour for another school in October. The Terry County Farm Tour is sandwiched between the 2 farm tour for kids. Terry County Farm Tour started back in 1955. They traveled in their private cars and had sack lunches. Today we travel in buses and cater the meal and have an awards program to honor the outstanding farm family, the Young Farmer of the Year, and the Friend of Conservation. The Terry Soil and Water Conservation District distributes a calendar with the district's annual report every year since 1979. In October, the district worked in partnership with the AgriLife Extension Office, South Plains Underground Water District to have kids, cows, and more for Terry County 4th graders. The district has a learning station with the help of NRCS. The station focuses on conservation topics, for example, soil, water, plants, honeybees, pollination, habitats, just to name a few. In October, in partnership with the Texas Forest Service, the district starts the Windbreak Tree Sale. The district visits the 3 elementary schools to provide the literature for the poster essay contest. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District offer larger trees, shrubs throughout the year. In November, we take orders for rose bushes for December delivery. Terry Soil and Water Conservation District started a scholarship in 1996 in the name of a beloved NRCS district conservationist, Dwayne Moss. The Dwayne Moss Conservation Scholarship has provided 34 scholarships in the amount of $68,000. The Terry Soil and Water Conservation District assists producers with an SB 503 water quality management plan in collaboration with the Texas State Soil and Water Conservation Board Office at Health Center. The district continued to make available technical and financial assistance to the Terry County producers that requested a comprehensive plan to improve water quality. In 2016, Terry Soil and Water Conservation District, in partnership with the South Plains Underground Water District, provided funds to have a water catchment demonstration project on the Martin Barn in Terry County. The water catchment project has been a good investment for the district. There has been many local and foreign groups to visit the project. The district collaborated with the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension offices in Terry, Yoakum, and Gaines counties to co-sponsor the Terry County Ag Conference and Trade Show. Pesticide license CEUs are available at the conference. Congratulations to Terry Soil and Water Conservation District, Outstanding Conservation District. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present plaques to the recognized individuals.